Yo, what's good? It's your boy DJ Pest, aka the bad guy, and I got my guy Locco. What's popping? What's really good? You alright?
Yeah, man. What's up, y'all?
Yeah, man. I saw you a couple weeks ago. You had just dropped your new single, Blue Faces. What
Yes.
what I need you to do? I like that joint a lot, actually, but I need you to describe that song. I need inspirations, motivations, ideas. How did you come up with that song?
Of course. Blue Faces, double impact. It was like really two different things that actually really impacted and influenced that song to where it's actually at now. One being my brother. I was going through a traumatic time at the time when the song was sent to me by one of my engineers, Ayo Tony. You can look him up on SoundCloud by Ayo Tony, Ayo Tony. But he sent me the track or whatever. My brother had passed away, and I just been listening to the track over time. Listening to the track. What sparked the flame? It was some guy named Nigas. It was a nigga named Niggas, and that was what I said in my second verse. I was like calling all you niggas or whatever you is. There was some nigga named Niggas on all the Facebook just running his mouth, and so that kind of sparked the flame for it. And I just really kind of like just made it a kind of like a slash diss slash hard verse from my brother.
The reason why I'm smiling because I know who you're talking about. So that guy,
It's weird.
yeah, I'm trying not to waste too much time on it, but that seems to be a guy in the community that consistent with trying to fix this hip hop scene his way. He always puts in his ideas of it should be running like this, it should be like that. We talk about the same person?
Same person, and I must have gave him one input one time, and it just read off wrong. I was like, "Bruh, nobody," because he charged his videos for 1,500, and I'm like, "No one knows you, and no one's not about to pay
Hold on, wait. You said
1,500
he charged 1,500 to do what?
a video." Like he was like, I got my equipment. I'll do a video for 1,500 for you. I'm like, who are you?
Uh-huh,
I'm
uh-huh.
like, JD Films right now is doing the bitches for 1,500. I go pay this nigga before I pay
Yeah.
you. And he took that personal. And I was like, bro, I'm just being real with you. Just giving you some positive
Does he
feedback.
have videos?
Not that I've
Because I
seen.
know he's an artist, but I never seen a video.
He do virtual shit. Like he got the little
Yeah,
3D.
I saw something. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's how it sparked off. He asked you. He was like, "Yo, let me shoot a video," and you said, "All right, bet." And then he was like 1,500, and he was like, "No." Then you were listening to a song at the same time, a beat.
I happened to be listening to Blue Faces, and then he just started woofing on the net. Like he was really like that conversation sparked into an argument. My brother jumped in. He don't like me to begin on the social media.
Oh,
Izzo.
okay, okay.
He was like, "Bro, don't stop. Like, don't even engage in that. That's just how he is with the WAP." And so I kind of like left it alone. But I was like, I couldn't.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, bro, I was like, all I was doing was giving you positive feedback. And he started like, oh, we can do this, we can do that, we can rap against each other. And I was like, let me just slide you in a little quick
I
verse.
gotta listen to it again now. Now it means something different. Okay, so the inspiration though, the song was already done.
Yeah, it was already, the first verse was with my brother. It was really mostly focused behind my brother.
Okay.
And then he helped put the flame behind it, and I kind of like finished it off. So I
Okay.
wasn't even gonna go that direction, and I was just like, you know what? That's why it's kind of like a dedication slash this.
You released a lot of music last year.
Oh yeah.
So is this the start of a different project or are you just still releasing singles?
So basically, anything that was last year was just to get our name out there. That's
Hmm.
the Clouds and Crowns to get us known as a label, and that's all went to one mixtape called Clouded Thoughts, and
Yeah.
that's on Spotify and shit. You can look it up.
Yeah.
But this is me. Like everything I'm doing from like these next couple months, and it's gonna be. I'm gonna do this probably to like September. Each month, I'm gonna try to drop and bring this single to the table, and I'm gonna push it as hard as I can. And so, Bluefaces was the start.
Hmm.
But the end of it's gonna be the Book of Kings.
So you got
After that,
you got a music video on the way for Blue Faces?
I gotta. I'm sitting down with Rasta Vertiz is his name,
Hmm.
and his One Thought Media.
Okay.
His shit. He shot our two videos when we first started, Wake Up and Throwaway. Izzo's videos and shit. So dude's pretty good at what he do. I mean, we finna shoot Blue Faces. I've been talking to him yesterday about it.
Okay. So how soon are you shooting it?
Mid February.
Okay. So you got something else coming out in February too, though, right?
February 9th. You gotta
Okay.
work hard, bro.
No, yeah, you got to, especially right now, man. We got to put everything out. We ain't got nothing to do but to put stuff out. So what's coming out February 9th?
February 9th is with one of my artists is from the label. His name is Willie James, which y'all know him as Willie Alexander on Facebook. But it's called Dirty South. And so that's like the intro to something me and him got going on. But it is going to be on my tape, Book of Kings or whatever. But Dirty South is going to drop on the 9th. And
How,
we're going to shoot visuals for that too.
how many artists? How many artists you got? How many artists are you working with? I
I'm
feel.
working with 7 artists.
Yeah.
6 of them actually do lyrics.
Okay.
One of them is just the engineer, Ayo Tony.
Okay. Okay. And Ayo, I can't. I'm drawing a blank right now. But the one joint with the building on fire, the cover, the building's on fire. He had something to do with that one, right?
He made that one. That was his beat. Yeah.
What's the name of that song?
No Reason.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you got that joint coming out in February. You got Blue Faces, the music video coming out in February, and then you got March. I'm trying to get your whole calendar out. So what's happening in March?
March is still pushing. I'm like March 9th. I'm trying, which is gonna be my birthday. My birthday is March 8th. So and then all my artists, their birthday are from March 1st to like March 12th. Like everybody's birthdays were for some reason weird ass. We all just fell in the window.
That's the universe.
Yeah,
That's the universe.
And so it's gonna be a lit month. But I got a new artist that's coming out March 9th, and it's my big cousin Nonchalant. That's what everybody know him as. He a West Side guy, you know. But we got something called Late Nights. That's already been done. Shout out to the Factories for shooting at Yo Westwood. He helped us record that.
So the Factory's a studio?
Yeah, we go to the Factory with Yo Westwood.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's the guy. Are you from here?
Yeah.
Now I know this is a typical question that people that's from Phoenix probably hate hearing, but I have to ask because I'm not from here. No beef or nothing like that. But how do you see this hip hop scene? Is it good?
Slow.
No.
I'm gonna interrupt you. Slow. I'm like, because I was raised in Detroit, and so like see some of that East Coast music and their difference. It's behind. Arizona's behind, and we got a lot to work on, but we're coming up. Like the new artists that are actually coming out, it's like little artists is popping out here and there to get their shine on whatever we want. But we're starting to climb up the ladder. Like Arizona's been ringing some bells, but nobody really rung the bell yet.
How long you been out in Phoenix?
15 years.
Yeah, so you. How old are you?
I'm 27.
Yeah, you from here.
Yeah.
I
was a kid in Detroit. I'm like
kid.
Kid shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I seen the fast life, but still, it was like good shit.
You just hear so much. You hear so much input about how to make Phoenix hip hop scene better, and for somebody that's not from here, I can see where it sounds shuffled. It just sounds like it's overwhelming. It's just too much. But for somebody that is from here, it doesn't sound like people are just talking too much. Are you getting irritated by it? Are you like, what are you expecting from this? Do you expect to blow from Phoenix, or do you expect to blow outside of Phoenix? Like, what's your strategy when it comes to getting you out?
Just to be heard. I'm like, that's all I care about is being heard, being known as an artist. Like when someone see me, I'm like, oh, he do music. He's influenced. He's got his own motivation. I want to make a living off my music.
Who influences you?
Who influences me? Besides God and my family, of course. But who influenced me as far as music-wise?
Yeah, as far as music. Not nobody that you copy or anything like that. But when you look at this person, you know, it's an influence. You're influenced by this artist.
I'm not even gonna lie. My big cousin Rockadopoulos is. I do chase behind a lot of work that he do because that's one man that I know grinds his music out, and he's been doing a lot of work behind the music scene.
Okay, there we go. So
and he's a positive man. That man is positive, and he always got something positive to say.
And that's one thing I can say that you are taking from him because you happen to be a very positive person. I rarely see you spaz out or like. There's times where I'm like, he's gonna say something. He's gonna speak, but you kind of keep to yourself. You kind of keep everything within what you got going on. You really, I don't hear your name coming up in like drama or nothing like that.
That's the old me. I'm like, if everybody, my fans know, like the people that actually follow me, they know that's the old me. That's where my name originated from. Was Locco, being crazy, like being the me.
So that's a fact.
Yeah,
That's
that's a fact.
so the
That's
king. Like why do you add the king to the end of Loco?
that's my king is my last name.
Oh, word.
Yeah, my name is Willie King, and then my dad is from here, and so people know him as Crazy Willie. And so that's where Loco came from. I didn't want to be named as CW. I wanted them I was like Loco. And then I was like, Facebook made me put up King. And so I was like, okay,
Ah.
Loco King.
See, these are
Because
things.
Loco's my stage name.
Yeah, see, these are things I don't know because as soon as I see you, we in the club, I got to play your music and dab it up to get to the next one. See, so it's good to talk and finally have a conversation. But I thought it was something to it. I didn't know it was your dang name. You know what I'm saying? So that makes it easy.
Yeah.
All your music can be found on a website. I'm pretty sure you have a website out, right?
Yeah, Clouds and Crowns dot blue.
Okay.
And so Clouds and Crowns is spelled with a Z and the letter N in the middle.
Okay.
And
So
then dot blue.
when you said earlier that you just want to be heard, because what I'm trying to artists artists are to me are getting caught in this shuffle of Spotify. It's a
Yeah.
Spotify. It's a Spotify hustle.
This is Spotify hustle out this world.
Yeah.
People
So
is promo this, promo that. Yeah.
what do you want people? What do you want people to view you as? Do you want people to view you as, yo, this guy got lyrics because I didn't seen him perform, at this venue, or I just followed his career because he's dropping projects, or is somebody that's gonna hear one of the songs you putting out? What's your
I want
method?
to be more than just music. That's what my label is all about, is being more than just music. Like, it ain't just all about the music. Like, I want to be able to help people get to where I'm at. Like, if my music influenced you and you want to do this, let's do that. Like, I can show you how to write. I can show you how to get in the studio, sit you down with some interviews, whatever the case may be. That's all I'm about, is just influence people. I want somebody to hear my music and be motivated like I was when I heard some of the hottest tracks that I've heard in Arizona,
Okay.
and want to do something with it.
Okay. So this is a label. This is a brand.
Clouds and Crowns is a brand. We're copyrighted. Clouds and Crowns is LLC. We have all of that shit. We're trying to register it. Everything. Yeah.
Okay.
It's already in the works.
Yeah, you got everything down. You got a plan. You got a year
I just
goal.
got no contracts. I'm like, every artist that's under me right now is under no contracts. I just want to see potential. I'm just like, it's an open door right now. Like, I just want to see potential. Want to see what people can do.
Are you not worried about you putting so much into an artist and the artist just piecing out?
Nope, I've had it already done.
So how did that have you feel?
And they take that music with you. I'm like, take it. I'm like, it makes me push harder. You take it as an L.
Yeah.
And like, but when the money starts flowing in and we actually really generate income, that's when we'll start talking about contracts and sitting people down. But for right now, we're just trying to get heard.
Good. Good. I like that. Because sometimes you just got to pull out the paper because you really honestly just don't trust the scenario. You don't trust what's going on. But it's good to have people around you where your word is your bond, and that's the relationship, and you build off of that.
And we've been rocking for 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, the niggas I'm with, we've been in a circle for 2 years behind doors, music, doing all the paperwork, making sure they're all registered.
Who's the front runner? Like who got the label on their back?
Who got the label on their back is doing the paperwork right now is my brother Israel. He does all the paperwork behind the doors. I try to just be like the face.
Mm-hmm. He moved, didn't he?
Yeah, he'll be back.
Oh, he'll be back. Okay, good.
He'll be back.
Okay, good.
Like this month or next month, like real soon.
Oh, that's good. But he left over the summer or the fall,
It was like right between August and September.
and he went back to Michigan too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did y'all know each other from back there? Or y'all.
We grew up as kids. Yeah, I didn't know him since I was babies. That's like my little bro. He's my younger uncle. And so, but I call him brother. And that's my mom's little son.
Oh, it's family. This real family.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
okay.
And we started it just me and him. Now we got 7 people under us.
Well, Izzo, you got something that you want to promote that Izzo was coming out with too, right?
Oh yeah. Izzo got this good person shit that he's been doing. You can check it out on Etsy.com. If you type in good person, he got all his music on there. But he got Good Sam. It's called Good Samaritan. Like, that's another one person in Arizona that does influence me a lot behind this music. is my own brother. Like
Mm,
that man does try to work behind his music, then he has another positive outlook. Like he's all about supporting those that support you.
yeah. Yeah, I remember when I first met both of you, I thought it was just you two. I thought y'all were a group. I thought that was it. I didn't know it was.
When we met, we was
Oh, okay, okay. So
we
more people,
grew.
started joining after we met.
Yeah, basically.
So does it stop? Are you at your limit?
Nope. I'm like right now, my brother's trying to my brother trying to sign somebody right now. But I'm like, I'm kind of we got 7 guys. I'm like I'm over kind of like the guys. I'm trying to get like a soft touch. I don't care if it's a guy that can sing. Like I want to like somebody that can sing though. Like
Yeah.
'cause we got a lot of rappers.
No
So like
females? Is it a reason or?
no, it's just no. They never came across one. We came across one. I think she got scared off. I'm dead
I'm
ass.
about to say that's a whole other interview. I ain't even about to, I ain't even about to hop in that one. My goodness.
She
All
got
right.
scared off. And he know who I'm talking to. You scared her ass off in the studio, nigga.
All right. Yeah. We adjust my headset. Oh, let's get something else out though.
Darnell Frenchwood. That's his or Monk is what he's going by. He got his tape already out. It's just it needs more. We gonna put some more barking behind it. We'll probably put something else out behind that as well. I don't know if we're gonna retract the tracks or not. But this track is out right now. It's called Bathe in Ape.
Okay. That's like an EP.
You can look it
Okay.
up right now, and it's pretty fire. That's pretty fire.
How has COVID affected you as an artist? I'm talking to you. Nobody else. Nothing. How has COVID affected you as an artist? What do you miss? You know what I'm saying?
Shows. I miss getting up on the stage, man. Being able to network and actually want to walk up and shake people's hand, like really
Mm-hmm.
get people's information. This COVID thing has really been pushing me back. I almost didn't do this tape. Like I almost let this tape fall behind because it was like I had started it back in like um, around my birthday last year. You gave me that shows. I started around then, and then I put it on pause because that's when COVID started. It was my birthday around last year. I put that on pause all the way to about September. I didn't touch the studio. In September, I got back in. He was like, "Oh, you back?" I'm like, yes.
What made you come back?
Music, just hearing it, just this Arizona scene that's climbing up. I see Arizona's climbing up, and it needs like a little bit more. I don't know, push. I want to get features to support. Show, not Arizona's just like everybody's on their single, like themselves. They're trying to climb up by themselves. Like if we get into a group wise and like different artists, it's different labels, and do this as a team, Arizona might get something done.
Do you? This is an important question because every scene in America and the world has a underground scene. I'm not saying that one state, one city does and another one doesn't. But I'm also starting to notice with me being involved as long as I've been involved, there are certain people that do not listen to industry music. They only listen, they only support the underground. So I see you engage with a lot of people, a
Yeah.
lot of artists. Is there any industry favorites that you have that you just can't wait till that individual drops? You looking forward to, you know what I'm saying, what they got going on the side? Do you follow the industry at all, or is it just strictly underground?
As far as like big stream,
Yeah, I mean
mainstream,
J. Cole levels. You know what I'm saying? Somebody or Nas. You know, is there any industry artist that you
one
just
artist that I've been begging to drop is K Dot. Nobody's seen my boy Kendrick. That's like that was one of my influences as well growing up with music, and I followed Kendrick TDE for a long time because TDE is a big label. So a lot of our views come from that, like just like Dreamville. Like my brother, he likes J. Cole. I like Kendrick.
Oh,
Kind
okay.
of tell,
Yeah.
looking at it, how we both are in our backgrounds. The reason
Anybody from the
behind
'90s? Because y'all seem like a '90s centric group lyrically. How y'all rap? So is there any influences from the '90s rappers?
90s rappers, I'm more, if anybody, would be Jadakiss. Like, that's
Really?
on at the tip of my tongue. Like, Jadakiss is right there. Jadakiss is like one of my favorites. Just the
Not
way
the
he
Locks, Jadakiss.
Kiss.
That's
Kiss to death.
Yeah, that's
5-star.
interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah. I'm like, I just like the way he flows. I like his delivery. I like his punch and his way he carries himself. Smooth.
So as a kid,
Always as a kid. It was his Kiss.
to this day, you waiting for some new Kiss.
Kiss ain't gonna drop.
Yeah, you're a fan. You know that. I just try to test your fandom right quick and see, you know what I'm saying, where you was at with that. Yeah, Kiss ain't dropping nothing, man. The most we're going to get from Kiss was that verses he did with Fab. That's it. I don't think nothing else is coming out. All right, so, well, what I skipped a part because I asked you, you know, some of how did COVID affect you, but did COVID make you thankful for something?
My family. It's because every other week, I'm not even gonna lie, I was getting calls. Like it was every other week I was getting calls about COVID, where people were like dying and shit, like family members. So my grandma knew this person, grandma knew that person, this cousin died, this cousin got it. So it made me be thankful for the family that I got that's around me.
Okay. Did COVID, can I hear COVID? Now, this sounds weird saying this, but are there COVID bars coming from you? Like, is there any stories that you can tell from COVID?
Zero. I'm not writing a single song about COVID because I'm not going to give it the energy it needs.
But it did bring family closer, though.
It brought family closer, and I'm going to use it to make me push harder towards this music.
Yeah.
As far as like me throwing some COVID bars, rapping about like, I don't even like rapping about what's going on in the world. Like I try and I try not to. It's like 50-50. It depends. With my songs, it's the mood thing. Like a lot of my songs are very mood based. Mm-hmm. So if you go through my songs and you listen to them, each song has a mood, and you can only really feel that song if you're in that mood.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you got a project coming out when this is all said and done. After you drop, the singles, you got a 7-song project that you're working on.
It's the Book of Kings, and so these singles that I'm dropping is gonna equal the Book of Kings.
And so how do you go about that? Do you re-release the music on Spotify and the streaming services, or is there going to be music that you haven't released that's going to be on there?
It's all going to be released. So I'm going to release each one by one. I'm going to grind them hard each month, and then on the day of like the last 7 songs or whatever, I'm going to release the entire tape. And so when I release the entire tape, it's going to be in collection so people can buy it in collection. But I'm going to re-release the songs, 100%. And DistroKid allows you to do that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got them all, and I don't know how to use not one of them.
I've been like, I'm not even going to lie. Like, that's why I said people hit me up, because I sit around, like, this is where I sit at. Like, I work right here, bro. Like, I've been sitting here since 7 this morning.
I can believe that. I've been up since 3. I'm surprised I ain't like fall asleep because I am exhausted. But I know what that sitting at the computer desk all day will do for you. It's we need that, man. You take away that from us, we don't even know what to do. You know what I'm saying? For the rest of the day, rest of the week, the month, our whole goals are shattered. We were supposed to have this conversation a while back, but I'm glad we had it, and I'm glad it happened this way because now we got plans. You got a plan. I feel like if we would probably had this conversation, it just would have been about one song, and then we just be, what's next? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
It would have been about me, Izzo. We trying something. We don't know when.
Yeah.
We don't know when. It might come out. It might come out. But like with the shit that's going on now, like I can go on for days. There's stuff that I'm holding back just for the interview.
Okay, well, with that being said, what can we expect from you in 2021?
The most you can expect is seeing my face. I'm trying to be everywhere. I want to be known. Like, I'm trying to do features with whenever your favorite artist is out here. I'm like,
do you have a list of favorite artists in Arizona?
I have a list of artists that I know in Arizona. I'm gonna put it that way. I'm like, they're all in the same category. They're all in the same category because everybody is grinding. Like the artists that I listen to, they all grind. They all got the same kind of mentality. Like they're all on the same level. Like it's not. I don't put them on.
Okay, well let me ask you this then: who got a hot song from Arizona right now? It's okay if it ain't one, but if it is one, who is it? And what's the song?
We was just listening to this nigga. and I'm gonna give you his name. Hold on, 2 seconds. His name is Deontay Smith. I don't know if you know him.
It's
Deontay
like
Smith.
CEO something.
Yeah, Koyante.
Yeah.
He just dropped a diss towards some named Tonka. He jumped a song called Tonka, and that shit is gas. I ain't even gonna lie, it's a hot song right now.
All right, I'm gonna check that out. I ain't heard it. I met him. He came and performed at one of my. I think he performed a couple times. I've been doing these showcases for so long, so I'll see people that I'm thinking I just met at Toso's or wherever I'm doing the event at, and they're like, "No, man, you was doing something at a place at the Bench Bar 2-3 years ago. I was there." And I was like, "Oh, okay." But yeah, I met him, and yeah, he went off to a couple other showcases and won. I can't think of whose showcase, but yeah, he's sitting there, he doing his thing.
I gave him a 3 for 3. Me and my bro Willie with James, we sat here. He was like, "Look, listen to him," and I put on one track, and I was like, "Cool." I put on the 2 track, cool, and it was like the third one. I was like, that third one was the one that this. I was like, that was the fire.
So what do you do with that? Is that somebody they got this they got your attention? Do you try to work with them, or you just let them cook by themselves?
I try to add him, follow him, try to reach out to him. If I ever reach out to him in person, I'm like, definitely do some pictures because it might not be me that you might not like. Like I might not be your style of like lyrics.
Understandable.
Like,
yeah.
Sometimes you gotta have that energy when rapping with people.
Yeah.
So I might not bring that energy to him, but I got 6 other motherfuckers that might.
Well, I think I pretty much asked everything, and I got familiar with what I needed to get familiar with.
Appreciate it, man. I couldn't wait to do this, man. Not only because of the fact that you DJ of the year, you feel me?
Thanks, man. That, thank you. I appreciate that.
Because I've watched your ass work. I done seen every motherfucking sipping bowl, all of that shit, bro. All the way back to when you was just doing this shit just cause. Like you just wanted anybody to come out and you wanted to hear you lyrics on the artist. And that's why one reason why I fuck with you is you stay consistent with the show.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. It's so unfortunate that COVID did what it did last year, cause that was my 20th year DJing. So I had this plan. I mean, every month I was gonna do something that I felt was colossal. And I remember I was out March 13th DJing somewhere, and it was like this the last joint. This it, you know what I'm saying? Cause we about to go under.
About to lock it down.
Yeah, and I thought it was just gonna be until summer, and we coming up on a whole year almost. Back in March. So once everything, I'm gonna be able to provide a lot more for all the artists out here in this community as soon as we can come outside and really do this for real. But I really do appreciate y'all for you and everybody else for rocking with me, because so many people fell off, and it's natural. I mean, some people relied on this, and when this didn't work out for them, they had to do something. They got kids, they got a wife, they got a husband, they got things to do. But also big shout outs to everybody that kept pushing. You know what I'm saying? Continuously just kept doing what they was going to do. And I think we're going to be the ones that's going to be able to reap the benefits of it when the smoke clears. So that's why I'm really proud of you. When you sent me the Blue Faces joint, I was like, yeah, it's good. It's good. I see this. This is his. It sounds like a radio single. I'm going to continuously, keep playing it. And here we are now. So everything's working out the way it's supposed to, man.
And I'm glad people love that shit. That's the thing about Blue Faces. I'm like, I love that y'all all love that, because that's the start.
Yeah.
Like after that, I got 6 more fire tracks like that, and not touched the street yet. And each one, like this one that's with Dirty South, we got Yog in the background singing. Like, stop playing. Like Yog don't even sing.
Yeah. I can't wait to hear that joint. Yeah, I can't wait, man. So where could everybody find you at? When this interview is over, I want everybody to just close down the tab, turn off the radio station, and find you. But in order to do that, where can they find you at?
The main point of contact, if you ever want to contact me, hit me on my Facebook. It's Locco space King. You'll find me automatically.
You got to spell the Locco, though.
LOCCO.
Yeah, people be acting crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, I forgot. So many different ways. So it's, LOCCO. And then King. You'll find me on Facebook. I post all my music on there as well. We set all the social sites, but if you look me up on any of the music-wise, like Spotify and Apple, it's Locco. If you just LOCCO, you should be able to find me.
All right, bet, man. It's a pleasure talking to you. I already know I'm gonna see you like within the next couple of days. We gonna see
You
each
already
other.
know I'm gonna find some way.
Yeah, it's gonna be some way. Yeah, that we're gonna link up, man. But like I say, man, it was good talking to you, and I can't wait to see what you got coming out next.
Appreciate that, man. Have a blessed night.
Yeah, for sure.